Hello everyone, Bubbletot here, and today I'm going to be showing a few tips and tricks on getting good at Hypixel Bedwars. Woo! Okay, the first thing you need before even starting your game is a good client. I'd recommend something like Hyperion, Bad Lion, or Luna. I personally use Hyperion, but a lot of my friends use Bad Lion, and they all really have the same stuff. Things like Optifine Zoom, which is what I'm doing now, zooming in on stuff. Level Head mod, which shows you the Hypixel level of your opponents before you even import them, so I'm level 110. Other things like reach display, perspective 360, toggle sprint, loads of little features that together create a massive advantage when you're playing against someone in vanilla. So be sure you get a client. And the other quick thing before we begin, make sure you're playing on version 1.8.9, or at least any version before Minecraft version 1.9. The reason for that is in 1.9 they added this annoying cooldown whenever you spam left click, or whatever your attack button is. I'm assuming it's left click. Which means that you can only deal 20% of the damage each time. And obviously we don't want that, we want to deal 100% of the damage each time. So that's why you should be using a version before 1.9, before they introduce that cooldown, something like 1.8.9. And obviously the other thing, they have lock hitting, which is useful, they removed that in 1.9. So in short, get a client, play on 1.8.9, you'll get a massive advantage for people who aren't doing that, so yeah. Okay, so now to the actual game. If you're playing solos or doubles, which we are, the first thing you want to do is rush the team next to you. So if you're red team, you want to rush blue team. If you're green team, you want to rush yellow team, and so on. You don't want to put down an overly large bed defense at the start. I would even argue that you don't want to put down any bed defense at the start. And the reason for this is because no matter how much stuff you put on your bed defense, 4 gold for TNT is enough to take all of it out. And then you've lost your bed. And because you spend all your resources on building up your bed defense, you won't have any gear to defend for yourself. And that's it, you're eliminated. So you want to make sure you rush the team next to you as quickly as possible. Now the way you do that is by speed bridging. And speed bridging is, I would argue, it's the most fundamental skill in Bed Wars, even more important than knowing how to PvP. I would definitely recommend taking a few minutes each day just to practice speed bridging in a single player world or whatever. It only takes about 5 minutes a day, and in the long run, I promise you, it'll be well worth your time. It will dramatically improve your gameplay. So we are on Hollow. Hollow is a 64 wool rush. So we're going to wait for 16 iron and 4 gold. We're going to get 64 wool and 1 piece of TNT, and then we're going to rush the team next to us, who is a level 89 pink team, which is relatively high for Bed Wars players. And you'll notice here that I'm using the level head mod to check the level of this guy. Okay, so they're putting down wool. Hollow is a 32 rush. Okie dokie. Hollow is a 32 rush. Not a 64 rush. Right. So now that we've got high ground is very important in Bed Wars. It means that you have the ability to take out the bed of the person next to you without being at risk of losing your own bed. So now we can afford to put bed defense on because we've already taken out Pink's bed. And again, we want to get high ground to get that height advantage. Oop. Nice. Okay, so we've taken out Pink team. Now what we do now is really up to us. Okay, that's not true. Blue's coming for us. We always need to watch out for other teams. Keep an eye out. See what everyone else is doing. Your decisions, much like in a game of chess, are entirely dependent on what your opponent will do. So, oh, they DC reseed. That's pretty sweaty. Okay. So another thing about speed bridging, which is a mistake I made over here, is that you don't want to flat bridge. That's where you're bridging straight horizontally. A lot of Bed Wars players do that. You always want to go up a bit to get height advantage, like Pink did on me. That's how he was able to get the jump on me. I got lucky by being able to block clutch on the side of my bridge, and that enabled me to get his bed, or her bed. But yeah, you always want to go up a bit instead of straight horizontal. Right, so now blue is going for green. That means I can go and get blue bed freely. And we want to loot this gen and gear up a bit. Right, now because not a lot of stuff is going on right now, I'm going to take this opportunity to talk about game sense. Now, a lot of YouTubers talk about this. It's essentially just making smart decisions. And by that I mean, well, for example, if you're fighting someone with full diamond armor and a diamond sword, you've got leather armor and a wooden sword. You don't want to fight them in a base, in a gen. You want to try to lure them out on a bridge. And then it's not about gear, it's about how much knockback you can deal. It's all about skill. So, you know, diamond armor is not going to save you from the void. Oh. Okay, so aqua bed's gone now. Another thing that I want to talk about is bed swap. Oh, we've already got 8. Okay, I'm going to go back and get Obby. Where did I even come from? I've got to go all the way back here. Okay, so another thing I want to talk about is bed swapping. Now, bed swapping is where if you're in danger of losing your bed, but you have the opportunity to take someone else's bed, losing your bed does not necessarily mean you've lost the game. If you fail the starting rush and you've lost your bed, that doesn't necessarily mean it's game over for you. So don't be afraid to bed swap. In the right circumstances, it's the right move to make. Now, I'm not saying just abandon your bed every time, but sometimes it's better just to let your bed go rather than to go back and sacrifice your life to save it. So now we're going to get Obby. Obby is by far the most broken item in this game, especially for solos and doubles. And if you combine it with minor fatigue trap, that basically makes your bed indestructible. So you can't lose, which is what we want. Okay, we're now going to get iron armor, which is something I should have gotten before actually. And okay, I'm also going to get diamond upgrades. Actually, yeah, we should probably talk about diamond upgrades now. So for diamond upgrades, there's quite a lot of diamond upgrades you can purchase in the shop. The only ones that I would say are worth getting are sharp, prot, and minor fatigue trap. All the other traps are a lot worse than minor fatigue trap. I mean, they all really do the same thing. They notify you if someone's about to attack you. So this is sharp, this is prot, and this is minor fatigue. Alarm trap reveals invisible players. That's not really that useful. If you're not at your base at the time at which the trap is activated, then it doesn't really matter if they're invis or not. Whereas if you have minor fatigue and you have obsidian, then you have the time to void, and then you can potentially stop them from making your bed. Especially if they don't have a diamond pickaxe. Okay. And sharp and prot, well, that's just helping you gear up. If you die, you keep your diamond upgrades, so that just makes them all the more better. Oh, and something I should have done before I crossed this bridge. Always look around before you cross the bridge in case someone has fireballs. You don't want them to knock you off, or in case they have a bow. Right, yellow and white. Okay, so there's yellow. We can probably get their bed. It's a pretty high bridge. Now, getting height advantage is good, but I would argue this is too much height advantage. Oh, I messed that up. And the reason that's too much is because of all the fall damage you'll take when you get to mid. Okay. Right, I think we can talk about what gear to get, or what things you can buy in the shop. Gapples are broken. Get gapples. In terms of potions, if you're about to rush someone, you've got emeralds, get invis and jump. It only costs 3 emeralds. If you have 4 emeralds, you've lost a bed or something, I would get an ender pearl instead of a diamond sword to get you out of difficult situations. And fireballs are broken as well. If you learn how to fireball jump, that's a really useful skill. But don't just do it to look like a pro. It does actually have some practical uses to it as well. And remember, you take damage from it, so don't just do it all the time. Just got yellow, and who's left? White. That's a big bed defense. I would like to take out yellow first. We both fireballed. Okay. And there's white team. Right. Now we have 4 emeralds. If we fail this rush, then white's going to get 4 emeralds. So it's actually worth chucking it in the void right now so that they won't be able to get it. We don't really have any use for it because we're about to rush this. Can we? Yeah. I'm going to go for it. Has he been to mid? He has not. Okay. I also want to block this up so that they won't be able to get to us. We can now get his bed. And we want to fight him while he's still got a wooden sword. So we have the upper hand here. We still managed to lose that. Oh well, we've won this game. You notice every time I'm just buying a lot of wool and a stone sword. And I'm leaving my base as quickly as possible. I don't want to waste time getting unnecessary things. You want to learn your way. You want to learn the positions of everything. Where am I going? You want to learn the positions of everything in your shop so you can buy things quickly. There's also the quick buy option. I would definitely recommend customizing your shop so you can get things that you use often quickly without having to get a fireball. Whoa! Okay. And that's Bed Wars. Simple as that. Hey, thanks for watching, guys. This has been Bubbletot, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video.